everyone, my name is Lunafiall, and welcome back to my Animal Crossing Island Ivy. Today we made some big progress in decorating. This was originally streamed at twitch.tv/Lunafiall if you'd like to check it out. But yeah, I hope you enjoy. It's going to be a speed build, little voiceover type of thing. We're just going to be chatting as we get started with this build. So you might be wondering, in the top left, why is there a picture of a cat there? Well, that is my cat Emma, and originally, as I mentioned, this was streamed on Twitch, and because I stream with a face cam, if I were to get rid of it, it would look like this. So yeah, that is why we have a beautiful little picture of my cat Emma basking in the sun. She is beauty, she is grace. But I built up some cliffs here, as you can see, for the build that we're gonna do. I knew I wanted it to be raised up similarly to how the museum is on the right. Obviously a little different in terms of like the shape and how everything's laid out, but I liked the idea of kind of having the path in the middle and then cliffs on the side feeling kind of enclosed. I'm not sure if I want to continue that all the way around resident services and kind of have it like sunken, I don't know what the word is, but like surrounded by cliffs or water or whatever I'm gonna do. But I knew, like I said, that I wanted it to be up a little bit higher, and I wasn't super sure on what I wanted to do in terms of the decoration. In the stream, I was saying that I really like the other builds that we have done, but I think I want to lean a little bit more into the Kidcore, and I think that I was able to do that with this build. Originally, I wanted to do kind of a very basic, like Able Sisters design in terms of just like the staple stuff that goes with Able Sisters, like the clothesline, the clothes bucket, like little dresses and stuff like that around. Just very things that would make sense to go with it. That's kind of where my brain was at first, but we'll see that isn't exactly what happens, and I'm really happy with how it does come out. So lots of cliff building, not very exciting to watch, but don't worry, we will be into the very fun decorating soon. For some reason I forgot that you could build cliffs up to like right around the buildings and stuff. I guess because of trees, I was like, you can't do that. But yeah, we get the incline built, we catch some cherry blossoms, which is always important, and then we just get to finish up the cliffs here. I originally was going to bring them over. You can see I'm looking at the map here, but I didn't want to cover the river mouth entrance that is right there. I have an idea that you'll see me build up a little bit towards the end of the video of having like a river walk type of thing that I think would be super cute. And I just grabbed the Able Sisters, get ready to slap that down. I always forget how big the Able Sisters is. You see in the space that I marked out for it, it is really not big enough for it, but that is totally fine. So after we put down Able Sisters, I started getting into some pathing, and I love the 9-tile paths. I think they're so pretty and they look so good. I just worry that when I do them, that they're too like samey. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I don't like doing the same path like a ton of spots in a row, like all sideways. Like you see, I kicked up a bunch of those spaces because it just looked too samey. I don't have a better word for it. So I really wanted to try to make it really windy and not super samey. I need a better word for that. But I really like how the path ends up looking. If you would like to use any of the custom designs that you see me use today, there is a Google Doc in my description that I will make sure is updated for this video. And then if it's not updated right off the bat, like if you're looking and you don't see something, give me just like a day or two. I'll make sure that it is entirely up to date. I know I love watching videos like these and I'm like, oh, like custom designs, and if I can't find them, I get sad. So I completely get it. I will make sure they are there for you. Back in my era of putting fencing absolutely everywhere, I just like how it looks. There's so much cute fencing in this game, especially when the 2.0 update came out. They gave us a ton more, so of course I had to make sure that I would make good use of it, and of course my inventory is full. We expect nothing less at this point. I grabbed a couple flowers and weeds as well, just to help frame a little bit of the area, the transition, if you will. I did this stacking technique with the large lattice fences and the hedge fencing. I do this a lot in my fall version of Ivy, and I really like how it looks, so it's something that I wanted to continue. And then here we're getting started with a little bit more fencing, a little bit of path laying, a little bit different. Ooh, what could it be? This large fence I go back and forth with a lot. You'll see that multiple times. And then here's where some of the magic begins to happen. So obviously, as I said, I didn't end up doing what I thought I was going to do for the Able Sisters build. We ended up making a little strawberry cafe, which I think is super, super adorable. I love these custom designs, and I just customized the stall. This is actually one of the in-game patterns on the stall that just perfectly matches this little strawberry stand. And I'm pretty sure it's totally supposed to be like a pick your own strawberries type of thing. But I end up just like deciding that it's a cafe and running with it. But I also wanted to incorporate the little standees that I didn't get to use in the museum build, and I think they come out super cute. I have these Iron Garden tables and chairs, and I really like how they looked, but I just thought there was so much green. Like, you see me standing and staring at them because I just was like, this is not it. So I changed a bunch of them to brown, and of course I run out of the customization kits. So we run over, spend all of our money. Literally, we have 164 bells left to our name. We spend all of that, run past the cuties, and then change all these to brown. And I think it just looks nicer. It pops out a little bit more because we have the white fencing, the white flooring. It looks super, super good, in my humble opinion. So we are able to put those down. I would try to make sure that you could walk up to the stand. Like, it's a little of a smush space, so we have to be smart in our placements, but I think it comes out super cute. We hit a little karopi snack in the actual stand as well, grab some flowers, and then we head back up there. This is like the time where I just try to do like organics, I guess you could say, like trees, bushes, things like that. Once I get like the base furniture down, just to try to help shape the area, because the actual cafe area was super, super cute. Loved how it came out. But then I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do with the rest of this area? Because it obviously only takes up like, I don't know, maybe like a fifth of it. So we got putting down some pathing, and that helped a ton. Obviously, pathing can be a little bit difficult to figure out when you don't have the building in place yet, but you see I go over to Able Sisters and kind of mentally measure where the entrance is and just kind of do my best. That's one good thing about putting down any type of pathing, is you can always switch it. I throw down some rocks to kind of give like the illusion of a path heading off to the little strawberry cafe to the right, and then I am mentally trying to figure out where we can put bushes, where we can put trees, flowers. My inventory is still just way too full for any normal human. And I am looking for some hardwood trees. I don't have a ton left just around the island. I just kind of keep picking up and moving them. If you don't know, before this lovely little spring iteration of Ivy, I actually finished up doing a winter version, like Christmas time, all that stuff. So that is why there's so many of the cedar trees just everywhere, here, there, and everywhere. Because I obviously were using those. They have the pretty fairy lights on them, or Christmas lights, whatever you want to call them. So I didn't have a ton of hardwood trees left, and that is definitely something that comes to bite me in the butt later. But here we are working on the area in front of the little cafe, and I love this large mushroom platform. I feel like it's just Kidcore enough for it to, you know, draw some attention to it and also be a little different than like just the trees and other things like that. Like, it's, I don't know, it checks a lot of boxes. It's tall, it's colorful. I really like how it looks. I grabbed some cupcakes, throw those down, super, super cute. We love. And then I have the idea to do like a little toy gathering tea party type thing. Originally I was gonna do more like toys in that area, but I really like how it ends up looking. And I do end up having to move it all down one space, because I don't know, it didn't look correct. So I move it all down one space and then set everything back up again, and I think it looks super cute. It's, you know, they placed their order at the cafe and now they're just chilling and having a little bit of tea, maybe some snack. Getting that sorted out, I go back to doing like moss, bushes, weeds, things like that, and I try to get the moss to place like the little mosses, if you know what I mean. Like, there's a bunch of different iterations and I wanted like the little moss, but for some reason it just kept giving me the big ones and I was really upset about it. But after that I go looking for some gyroids. It felt like they would be good to kind of complete this area, and of course some balloons. I feel like balloons are just so cute. Add a bit of height, a bit of color, some fun stuff. So I slapped some gyroids around. I think it's the bubble one by Able Sisters is like one of my favorites. I think it's such a cute little gyroid. I do end up grabbing like a clothesline and the bucket. I don't know what it's called. It's like it has like the scrubby tub. It's like a tub, and then there's the thingy that you can clean it on. I don't know, an old-fashioned wash bin. Oh my goodness. I really couldn't remember what it was called. But I also grabbed some socks to drop on the ground, and I just thought that was a stroke of genius. Definitely been done by like everybody, but I just thought it was super cute. I put a small cedar tree down as well, just to again kind of be more of those organics, fill in the space a little bit. I definitely think my building style is suited more towards like natural-ish. Like I could never do like a city industrial type island. I definitely could, but it would take a lot of work on my part. We're now getting started with like the transition area from the main path that we have going from resident services to in front of Able Sisters. And this was another area that was just oddly shaped and I kind of struggled to fill in. I knew I wanted like a little bench area, but that was it. Like I really used all my brain cells on building up the Able Sisters area. So I even like went over to the museum to just try to get an idea of like, okay, what do I have down? What could I use? So we throw down a curved street light just for some lighting. We put down some flowers and, you know, just try to make it work the best we can. Of course, putting down just a million custom designs because they do a lot of the heavy lifting. I thought a book down would be really cute. Like somebody was sitting on the bench and like left their book there. More flowers, all the things in that spot. You see, I like run in circles. I'm like, oh, I need something there. I do it twice. Oh my god. But I really didn't know what to put there. I do end up finding something. I don't want to spoil it. Maybe I grab it eventually. There we go. I do end up putting the little fortune cookie cart, which I think is super cute. Kind of ties in the cafe type thing because, you know, just another little food stall. We put down some more moss and I end up really liking like the start of it. Obviously, I don't finish putting down all of the furniture that I would like to. There's still some things that I'm missing. I ended up chopping down that tree, and I think it's just really cute. I didn't want to cover the pathway, the main pathway, so we could still see where we were going, but you see, I just keep looking at this area to the left. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Maybe we put a house or something, but I'm jumping into the waterscaping here, and you can see I kind of started on from the left of the Able Sisters and I'm bringing that up. So this is kind of the river walkway that I was talking about that I want to do. I'm not sure like exactly what I want the main focus of the pathway to be other than just like, here's some water, we're gonna walk next to it, you know? But I thought it'd be really nice. I'm trying to incorporate more waterscaping compared to my previous islands. And part of that was making sure I didn't cover off the river mouths because that is something that I usually do, not on purpose. Like I just end up building up a lot in the front of my island. So, and that's where both of my river mouths are. I believe they're both north facing. I don't know if that's the correct sense of them, but both of them are, they enter from like the front beaches of the island. So I wanted to make sure I didn't cover those, and that's partially why I made the cliffs a little bit shorter for this build. I definitely could have expanded them out and made them a little more grand, but I wanted to make sure I had space to build up a nice river and, I don't know, just have a little more excitement going on. I did something that I love other creators doing and other people in general is they have the pathing and then they put a tree in the middle of it, so it just kind of like all loops around it. And I think it looks super cool. I do a little shoot off to the left so that way we can have a diagonal bridge. I'm not sure what's going to be over there. I was talking about in stream maybe putting Henry's house over there because like it's kind of surrounded by water and maybe, I don't know, maybe we can do something fun with him, but I thought that would be super cute. Maybe we can do, I don't know, like a little shop or something with him. I struggled with putting some of the like space fillers that I would normally do, like a flower shop and things like that, a picnic area, because I had already used those ideas in the museum. And those are definitely my like default space fillers. So we're gonna have to get a little more creative with what we do. So I ordered like a bike and some other things. I also picked up 2 soccer goals, wink wink nudge nudge, for a future build that we're gonna do. That was actually supposed to be what this build was. It was a park. It was gonna be like a park with a soccer place. And that's what Able Sisters, when I was going into stream, I thought I was gonna build the park. But we ended up building Able Sisters instead, and I love how it looks. I picked up a ton of the hardwood trees to hopefully help with our constant shortage of trees to use. And we put down the little incline? This is not an incline, this is a bridge. At a little angle, and it looks super nice. I slapped down so many trees, just all of them. I want these to grow. I want no more shortages of trees. So I think I planted like 20 or something trees. I was back at this weird spot kind of in front of Able Sisters, and I wasn't sure what to do. I scooched over the hardwood tree and was like, you know what, when in doubt, we put a pond. We do our best. And I was really mad that I couldn't build up next to this tree. Marina had to come check it out, make sure it was up to octopus standards. I ended up with this funky little shape of a pond. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I might end up changing that out, putting a different item there, but that was kind of it for what we got done on stream. So this is how it came out. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you'd like to see more of my Animal Crossing content, you can do so with the playlist at the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!